Hello all, Bearded Ford Tech here. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. I was talking with one of my subscribers last night, and he asked me a question that I've never been asked before, and I don't know the answer to this. Maybe one of you knows the answer to this. Maybe it has happened to one of you before. And that question was, if I'm working on a vehicle and I determine that, we'll just say it needs an engine because we'll just use that F-250 as an example. The piston is gone. It needs an engine, obviously. The engine was on back order. The truck's been there since November, but the intake, it needs a new intake. You can't put a used intake under warranty with a new engine. So with that being said, there's no telling when that intake's going to come in. The truck's been there since November, and here we are in mid-February, almost the end of February. So if that truck is financed, or your vehicle is financed, who's making the monthly payment? Because it doesn't seem right for you to make a payment on a vehicle that you can't drive. Do you go to the manufacturer and say, hey, look, I think you guys owe me some money for a payment? Or do they reimburse you for that? How does that work? I just don't understand. And that's a very good question. I've never had something happen to my vehicle where it was a part that was back ordered for so long that I was without a vehicle. Yeah, they get a loaner vehicle or whatever for a certain X amount of time. But what about the monthly payment for the vehicle that's being worked on? That's the question, and that's a very good question that I do not know the answer to. I'm not in finance. I don't work for a bank. I don't know how that works. All I know is I go to the parts and I tell them what I need, and they tell me what's on back order and what's here, and then I tell my service advisor, hey, this is on back order with no ETA. I have no idea when it's going to be here, and then that's to the customer. I mean, obviously, we want to take care of the customer, but that's a good question. I want to know, have any of you ever had your vehicle at the dealership and the part that you need is on back order and you can't drive it without that part, and they're telling you it's going to be months and months before you get the part? So who pays your payment? Is basically all I want to know. Do you get reimbursed for it? I don't know how that works. So that's a very good question, and I appreciate my subscriber asking me that question because I would like to know as well. So please, somebody in the comments, answer this question for me. I know somebody put something in a comment on another video for his Chevrolet truck. I think they said he's had his truck for they've had his truck for about a year trying to figure out a noise coming from it. So if you see this video, can you tell me how that works? Who's making the payment while the dealership has your truck? Because I don't think it's right. I don't care what make or model it is. I don't care if it's Ford, Chevrolet, it doesn't matter because it's the same boat. If your vehicle is down because of a back-ordered part, who makes the payment? Somebody's got to get paid somehow. So please leave it down in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.